The people of the United States represent an array of ethnic, cultural, and religious backgrounds, all of whom have to make up a complex picture of what it means to be an American. The United States is often characterized as a nation of immigrants. Its rich heritage can be considered as a melting pot. It's due to successive waves of immigrants from all around the world. The U.S. has welcomed more immigrants than any other country, more than 50 million in all, and today welcomes almost 700,000 people a year. Therefore, the cultural diversity can be easily recognized in some aspects like language, religion, cuisine, and holidays. Although English is the official language of the U.S., almost every language in the world is spoken in the U.S., and the most frequently spoken non-English languages are Spanish, Chinese, French, and German. Nearly every religion is practiced in America. It was founded on the basis of religious freedom. According to the Pew Research Center, in 2017, about 71% of Americans identify themselves as Christians. The research also found that about 23% had no religion at all, and about 6% of the population is made up of non-Christian religions. American cuisine was influenced by Europeans and Native Americans in its early history. Today, there are a number of foods that are commonly identified as American, such as hamburgers, hot dogs, potato chips, and meatloaf. There are also styles of cooking and types of foods that are specific to a region. Southern-style cooking is often called American comfort food and includes dishes such as fried chicken, collard greens, black-eyed peas, and cornbread. Tex-Mex, popular in Texas and Southwest, is a blend of Spanish and Mexican cooking styles. Many holidays are celebrated only in the United States. Americans celebrate the independence from Britain on the 4th of July. Memorial Day, celebrated on the last Monday in May, honors those who have died in military service. President's Day, marking the birthdays of George Washington and Abraham Lincoln, occurs on third Monday in February. But again, Chinese people celebrate Chinese New Year, Irish people celebrate Patrick's Day. Many holidays which are not purely American but come from other countries are being celebrated in the U.S. Despite the positive impact of immigrants on the United States and its culture, minority groups are unfortunately often subject to discrimination, ranging from racist comments to violent hate crimes. The groups that are most often discriminated are African Americans, Hispanics, and Muslims. Sometimes, racism is blatant and open, but often it can be subtle or even built into a system. Discriminatory policy in schools lead to the so-called school-to-prison pipeline. Due to the zero-tolerance policy in schools, made black teenagers quickly be pushed out of school and into juvenile instead of being given a chance and receiving counseling within a school system. Although America is by nature a country of immigrants, many white Americans claim that they are the one to American culture. The reality, of course, paints the picture of a culture that is anything but homogenization. Xenophobia has risen over the past years as the topic of illegal immigration has come to the forefront of American politics. In the February address to Congress, Donald Trump announced plans for new immigration laws that would cut the total number of immigrants admitted to the U.S. by half over the decade and prioritize those who can speak English or are well educated. The nation is divided on what to do about the millions of illegal immigrants currently living on U.S. soil. Anti-immigration groups patrol the border, making sure no more prospective immigrants cross over. And racist profiling is used to question the legal status of anyone foreign-looking. Especially with the instability of U.S. economy in recent years, some Americans fear that their jobs are being given away to immigrants. However, the general public has other opinions on immigration that lead to support for the deportation among the majority of Americans. In a February 2017 poll, by Quinnipiac University, 19% of respondents supported the deportation of unauthorized immigrants. Moreover, most Americans opposed building a wall that spans the length of the Mexican border. In an April Quinnipiac University poll, 33% of American voters supported building the wall, while 64% opposed it. Tom Peters, the chairman of the Democratic National Committee, said that instead of catching criminals, Trump wants to tear apart communities and punish immigrant families that are making valuable contributions to our economy. That's not what America stands for, he said. America is the nation of nations, made up of people from every land, of every race, and practicing every faith and voice of immigrants brings the cultural diversity and conflicts to a vast new country as well. We both live on the same planet. We breathe the same air. My blood has the same color as yours. Stop hate and show respect.